Hi journaling friend. Today is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to show you a couple of the printables that are going to be available for members. Maybe if you're new here, you don't know that this channel has a community membership, and one of the perks of membership is a monthly printable, a PDF. We have done things, everything from bookmarks to journaling tip-ins to scripture writing pages. And this month I wanted to do an actual journal spread, but I couldn't decide between two themes, so I just did both of them for March. I wanted to do one about rainbows because that's so symbolic of the month of March, and so I did one with rainbows, and then we've done one about luck. I don't believe in luck. I trust in Providence. Both of these are available to community members. There's two tiers of membership. There's one that you have more perks than others. It's $7 a month. And then there's a quiet membership that if you just want the PDFs. And that one is $4 a month or something. So at the end of the video, there will be, or in the description box is also a link if you want to join the channel, the community membership, you can do that. But I just wanted to put one of these in my journal. The one that I want to do today is the one about luck. And what I've done is, let me scooch these out of the way. I printed this on a full sheet of sticker paper so that it could just peel up and put it directly into my journal. So let's get to an open page here. And here's another thing is the sizing on this is for an A4, because I feel like that's what most people use. My journal is not an A4. It's the 8x8 square. So instead of just peeling it up and pressing it directly in there, that's not gonna really work. So I'm gonna do a little Dutch door thing with it. So I'm gonna flip this like here. This is how it prints. Now, if you don't want to print yours on sticker paper, you don't need to do that. Just print it on regular paper and cut it and glue it, if that's the way you want to roll, and that makes perfect sense. But for this, I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. What I was thinking is, I'm gonna have to trim it this way too, aren't I? That's okay. Is that I will make a Dutch door out of it. So this will be the inside spread. And then, well, we'll just do it. Okay, I got out some washi tape. I do have some St. Patrick's Day looking tape, but the reason that I chose this is it is, oh, this is the wrong side. This side goes over here. It is true. I don't believe in luck. This, journaling kind of prompt says, nothing in my life is random, nothing is accidental, nothing slips past the sovereign hand of God. What the world calls luck, Scripture calls providence, the faithful, intentional, wise rule of God who orders every step. I'm not at the mercy of chance. I'm held by a Father who governs all things for his glory and my good. I am not lucky, I am led. So that is what I believe, and that is what this whole journaling spread will be about. Okay, so if I line it up like that, press it in. Okay, and then there are some scripture verses that you can look this up and you can write out the verse. And then there's some journaling prompts. Where am I calling it luck instead of trusting in God's hand? And then on this other side, it's the same, it's some other scripture verses and another journaling prompt. And then at the very bottom are I included some extra verses that you could use elsewhere in your journal or on this spread. So let me trim the overhang here. And then continue on to make this St. Patrick's Day spread. I love all of the St. Patrick's Day decor. I love the story of St. Patrick. I am not here to tell you that I don't think we should be celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I don't believe that is not what I'm saying. I just am looking at, I look at things that we are surrounded by all the time and try to keep them, reframe them. And luck is something that we talk about all the time. I think, good luck, we say it. And I say it, good luck to you, good luck on that, whatever. But when it comes right down to it, I do not believe in luck. I don't think that that's a thing. I believe that some people have been fortunate enough to be blessed in ways that others are not. And then everybody is blessed in different ways. So to say that somebody is lucky, I kind of say they are very fortunate. Okay, so there's what it is, but I'm gonna cut this right here. But before I do that, I wanted to edge it in something kind of, is it too, like, look, this tape actually says lucky, but the whole thing says I don't believe in luck. I'm going for it anyway. Let's see, this is gonna be essentially a Dutch door or a waterfall tab is what it would be, because I think a Dutch door, I always see them as more of like a fancy cut, but it doesn't matter. Waterfall tabs are Dutch doors, but all Dutch doors are not waterfall tabs, is what I think. Ultimately, I don't know that there's any hard and fast rule. Okay, so we got that one edged that way. I'm gonna cut this off, and then I'll probably use a different one of these tapes on the back side. If you don't want to print it on sticker paper, or maybe you don't like the design, but you want the concept, you can obviously print it and rewrite this in your own handwriting, or just use these scripture verses as your prompts, things for you to journal about, pray about. So use it however works best for you, okay? Now, sometimes I like to do a spread that isn't real sticker heavy, and that it is just tape, because not everybody has gobs and gobs of sticker books. But I feel like washi tape is kind of more of an affordable option for our journaling habit. And let's call it what it is. Sometimes we collect journaling supplies more than we actually journal. And so, and washi tape is not as costly as sticker books. I feel like I need one more strip. Let me see what else I have that's kind of these colors, because I don't want to repeat with the lucky. Hold on. Okay, I had this striped, and then I have that polka dot and that check. I think I'm gonna do that. And then this is actually super thin. It's for a whiteboard, but I got that. I don't think I like that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a run of this color green, and then this check here, and then that will be my margins. You don't have to eat so much space like this if you don't want to, but I just like it when this page is closed that it looks full over here. But that's just me. That's my deal. Okay, I'm gonna cut these this overhang. Some of the other, oops, perks of membership. Let's see. It's $7 a month, and that's if you join from your computer. Like, don't use your app on your phone to join, because I found out from a member that they charge more. I don't know why, and I'm not seeing any more money if you join that way, but that's just, I guess YouTube is getting their cut that way. But if you join from your computer, it's $7, and you get early access to the videos. You get there's a little badge by your name when you comment, and so basically I see that when my members comment, and I just kind of respond to them faster. It's one of the perks, I guess. I do a members only. I do some videos that are just for members, that they don't go out to the general public. And those are usually videos that are a bit more personal and talk more about kind of my life and my schedule and all of that. That's where I do share my planner, my happy planner setup, and my happy planner flip throughs at the end of the month. And so you just hear more about my life and my husband and our travels and school and kids and, you know, all that stuff. And then, okay, what's next? This one. And then I also recently started doing a walk and talk video. I just take my phone out with me while I'm walking and kind of talk about life. And then, and it's usually I think, haven't I only done that once, y'all? I think I've only done that one time. I'm due for one in February. I'm getting behind. I need to send you a February walk and talk, my people. And then behind the scenes, also pictures and stuff, like setting up for videos, recording videos, craft or studio reorganization and things like that. Okay, I'm gonna do the back side of this one, and I guess I will just use that lucky tape again, because I've used every other colored tape on this side. And then we'll use some of the some of the tape to make boxes, because like I said about the sticker books, like maybe you don't have a sticker book that has St. Patrick's Day themes or whatever, and so, but you can still do some fun spreads just using tapes and this journaling printable. Go like this. I will go ahead, I will do the other the rainbow one. I will also put that in this journal, and I'll record that, but that will be like one of the members only videos. So if you want to see me do that one, then join us. Okay, let me round these corners. So when I come to this page in my journal, I'll look up Psalm 115:3 and I will write it out right here. And then the same here, Proverbs 16:9. And then these verses will be extras that could go over here or over here. So let me do some, maybe this would be a good place to use this really thin tape to make a couple of boxes. You think? I don't know, they're not very festive though, are they? I like these ones. Okay, I just realized that I didn't continue telling you about the perks of being a member of the channel, and one of them is we do polls. You tell me things that you want to see, you vote on videos, influence content, things like that. So, and then also, if you just want to be a member so that you can get the monthly printable, then that's an option too. It's just a couple of dollars, and actually it's, what did I say? I think it's $3, and you get the printable every month. I'm glad you're here, even if you don't want to join the community. And I hope that this gives you some ideas about how to journal St. Patrick's Day, but reframe it through a biblical lens, and consider journaling about providence and about God's sovereignty, and not just things like luck. So to join this community, there will be a link in the description box, and there's also a little bee icon on your screen here right at the end of the video, and you can click that and get all the information. And it'll link you also to download the Dropbox that has all of the printables that we've done so far for members. And remember, you're not lucky, you're led. And life is messy, so journal anyway.